Welcome back to Tarot by Echo. Today's theme is literally the Oracle Healing Heart. Face your shadow and grow. Number 15. This is going to be a collective love message. We're going to pull 5 sign and synchronicity cards that this reading is for you. As always, use your discernment. Don't try and make it fit. The first deck we're going to pull from is a color card with a keyword. Give these a good shuffle. The second card we're going to pull is an angel number. The third is an animal. And the last two are going to be zodiac signs. So let's set these aside. So the color is ruby red, awakening. This is giving Two of Swords energy with the blindfold. Could be at a crossroads in your awakening. The number on the card, Healing Heart, is number 15. So that could be relevant. And then we get more fives over here, 525, reshape. So this is giving me reshaping what your awakening looks like. They're showing me a snake, kind of like the your awakening, your healing, your growth. It's cyclical, if that's how you say it. And then we get the crow as well. So snakes could be significant because that's what they're showing me in my mind's eye. But for this reading here, the clarifier or the sign and synchronicity card is the crow. And then lastly, we're going to pull 2 zodiac signs. These are love readings. So if these signs are you and your person's, well, this reading, I would say stick around. But if only one sign is relevant, again, take it as it resonates. And we're going to pull one from the top, which is Leo, and one from the bottom, which is Cancer. So for Sun and Leo, these cards each say a specific house, but we're using them for the sign itself. Leo and Cancer. For Leo, it says a time of celebration and success. And for Cancer, an emotional phase or domestic development. More fives, 5 on the Leo, 28 on the Cancer. Those could be significant as well. So those are our clarifying cards. From here, we are going to do a Celtic Cross love spread. This is going to give you the answers, the clarification that you're looking for, especially if all of these signs are showing up for you. Okay, so I'll move these aside. Actually, let's take a quick screenshot of these. Perfect. Okay. So we can set these aside. I'm going to move them up here so I can still see them for the reading because these are significant. We have Leo and we have Cancer. Okay. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot for the Celtic Cross Love Spread, 10 cards. We'll get clarifiers from the same deck as needed. So let's see what we see. So to start, the first card represents you as the moon. I'm pulling these straight off the top of the deck, one by one. The obstacles or blocks comes up as the Knight of Swords. Your relationship past energy, there's that Two of Swords that we talked about with that Ruby Awakening. That's past energy. Present energy comes up as the Hanged Man in reverse. Their past feelings. Can we see that? I think we need to move over a little bit. Come up as a Tower moment. this could be perceived as past energy, their past energy as well. And their present feeling slash energy is the star in reverse. Okay? I'm noticing that I don't have enough room. I thought I... Okay. 7 is your next steps. 8 is how do you take the next steps. 9, why should you take the next steps? And they went the bottom card. 10, guidance for the journey is the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Now that we have all the cards out, we'll go back to the beginning. 1 is your energy, the moon. This is showing me, I'm hearing the word illuminated. This is a full moon on here. This has been a time of emotional upheaval, unrest, is how they are showing it to me. This is that reawakening. They're saying tumultuous as well, okay? The obstacle here that you are facing is the Knight of Swords. I'm getting a rushed energy. Not knowing, not being clear on what the path is, but being gung-ho on getting there, which doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, right? The path is going to continue to be revealed as you move forward. But I think that's where that energy of unrest is coming from. Just go, go, go. There needs to be a time of pause, rest for swords energy, rest, integrate. I don't think there has been a lot of that. And because of that lack of rest with your present energy coming here is the Hangman in reverse. There's no perspective. There's no end game is what they're showing. What they're saying. Okay? And because we're talking about a love reading, this is coming up as you don't know where the relationship is headed. This is their energy now here on the left and the right, have gone through a significant tower moment. They could be on a healing journey. They could be going through a reawakening. I'm hearing karmic lesson. Not that you're the karmic lesson. Not that this relationship is the karmic lesson. But they are learning something the hard way, is how they're putting it. I'm sorry to laugh. And then with their present energy, they get the star in the reverse. This is not feeling worthy enough, not feeling strong enough, not feeling valued enough, not feeling that's their present energy. A lot of nots. Okay? So now we go up here to the top with the 8 of Wands. This is, what are your next steps? So this is an overview of where you're at, where they're at, where the relationship is at. If that's resonating, all the signs are resonating. Now you want next steps. That's what the next 4 cards are going to be. What are your next steps? How do you take the next steps? Why you should take the next steps. You have free will. You don't have to do anything this reading says, but I hope you get some guidance from it. And the last card here is going to be guidance for the journey. So the 8 of Wands, what are your next steps? Funnily enough, they're showing keep going. This pace is serving a purpose, even though you may not be seeing it right now. You may feel like you're going under, but the path is going to be continued to be illuminated for you. It's very yin-yang energy is it too, with the white and the yellow, the black and the white wolves here, the circle, the yin and the yang. This comes up as your block, right? But I think it's because you don't feel like you're getting the messages that you need in the time and the way that you are expecting them to show up. I mentioned the Four of Swords, that rest energy. That's coming up nowhere here in your reading. I just had mentioned that as a rest card, but it's not showing up here. There is a lot of green I'm just noticing on this board. That's heart chakra energy. Keep going forward. What is your next step? They aren't showing that. That goes back to our Two of Swords with the blindfold. You're at a crossroads. This is a time where you're going to decide, am I going to keep going? Or am I going to throw in the towel? And only you can make that decision. We go to the next card. How do you take the next steps? Okay? Self-care with the Empress here. Self-care, 100%. Nurturing yourself. Making time for rest. I am going to throw that back out here. Making time for rest even as you are moving forward. There has to be a period of time where you fill your own cup. Because you can continue to run the marathon, but if you aren't making time for that rest, then your cup is going to be depleted. And then you aren't able to heal yourself or anyone that is coming into your energy. They're what is the word? If you're depleted, you're no good to anyone, including yourself. And then we come to card number 9. Why should you take the next steps? Why should you take the next steps with the Three of Swords and the upright? This is normally my cheaters card, but that's not really applying here in this message, my third party card. But this is showing me your heart, which is the first time that this is my go-to deck. And this is the first time they're using this Three of Swords as showing me your heart, your inner healing, the pain that you are facing. And it's interesting because I've never noticed the strings here are connected to the tree, right? It's all wrapped up and tied around you and everything, right? And you have the Hangman in the reverse here. The lack of perspective on where you're going is your hang up, if you will. And putting too much focus on that is creating how are they trying to say it? Let's get a clarifying card. Clarify the Three of Swords and the Hangman in the reverse. What are we seeing? Yeah, it's this energy of, I'm not seeing, again, that end game, right? I'm not seeing that 10 of Cups energy, the marriage, the house, the kids, the white picket fence. It doesn't have to look that traditional. But you're not seeing that outcome, and it's tearing you up inside. Guidance for the journey. We're going to take these 3 at the end. We'll come back to those. Guidance for the journey is the Five of Cups in reversed. Gratitude. Gratitude practices. Gratitude journaling. That 525 card earlier was reshape what this 10 of Cups looks like. I tend to say a very traditional, the American Dream version of that 10 of Cups. But reshaping what this looks like to you and having gratitude for where you're at now is going to play a big, big role in the next part of your journey. So, guidance for the journey is gratitude. Daily practices. That's going to look different for everyone. And they're saying not surface level, but going deep and truly finding reasons to be grateful for your present life. Okay, and then we have these last 3 cards that came up as a part of the guidance. Once you find those things to be grateful for, it's going to flip you and your perspective upright. It's going to put you in a more joyful state. It's going to take you out of this energy of you feel like everything is collapsing around you. You're going to start to see the joy and the blessings and X, Y, and Z that you do have in your life. Next is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Not holding on to the past energy. The past baggage. Releasing that. Releasing fear and shame and doubt and doing deeper healing and shadow work. This type part of your journey is going to get deeper, and this is the last card here. It's going to be a mirror essentially, and it's going to reflect back to you where you came from, the journey you went on to get to where you are today. And a big part of this is having gratitude for all that has come, because there were lessons and reasons for them. And the more that you can go back and heal that inner child, the more it's going to correlate to your heart now healing. I hope that makes sense. That's the message. If this resonates, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, do all the things. And I'll see you in the next one.